where does the repercussions meet the crime? If my crime was this, and this was all the stuff that happened to me and got taken away from me by the time I got sentenced, how the hell does all that still equal up to 20 years in jail? And y'all took everything from me and benefited off it. And I still gotta do 20 and y'all just benefited off me? I don't understand the sentences.
All time. Bet.
And I'm even in that one too.
Facts. But nah, man, so yeah. We just got this up, but we just gonna be talking like we usually do.
Yeah.
We just gonna be talking like we usually do.
Sosa lost his glasses. Sosa can't see, man.
That's cool. I'm gonna read it off, man.
Sosa can't see. I lost my glasses, man. That shit crazy when you realize you actually do need your glasses. That's some crazy shit.
You want to know something even crazier? When I was in school, when I was like real young, I used to wish that I wore glasses because I just thought that people who had to wear glasses was cool.
No.
Yeah, completely opposite of what it was really supposed to be in the natural world. But yeah, I used to want glasses. And I used to want to be able to be double jointed.
No, none of that stuff for me.
Yeah, nah, I understand.
Didn't want glasses. I didn't want braces. I was cool being a regular kid.
I never wanted braces. Never ever wanted braces. That was never a thing for me. I actually used to always have straight teeth until these left. I remember I was waiting for a long time for them motherfuckers to grow in all the way. Until I finally realized they're not going to. That's it. I'm gonna have to live with these. All of a sudden they cute.
Oh, that's what they saying now?
They saying that they cute, man. They saying the little shark teeth cute. I'm rolling with it. I'll take all that. Why not? I'll deal with somebody saying they ugly whenever it happens. Type shit, man. But nah, bro. One thing that I have been seeing on the internet a lot lately, man, is a lot of people who are demanding the truth from our higher ups. I know that's a little bit more serious than what we usually talk about, but for real, bro, our higher ups, they really be lying. They really be lying, man. They really be lying. They really be manipulating us. They really be doing that dirty shit. That like, it's not a democracy no more. That's that for sure. I feel like it's no longer democracy. We claim democracy, but that ain't what this is. It's something totally different. Going towards fascism.
What is that?
Dictatorship. Simplest terms.
Okay. I didn't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, no. Dictatorship in simplest terms. But the thing is, it's not gonna be the thing about fascism, so I won't even say fascism, because fascism is one person. One person who's running everything. But I feel like it's gonna be a group of people. Not even gonna be. It's a group of people. It's a group of you motherfuckers. It's a group of you motherfuckers pushing every agenda that we don't need to know about. Like the LGBTQ community. Sorry to say it. Don't care. That's everywhere. That shit everywhere, man. I don't give a fuck though. It's a lifestyle. It's like forcing everybody to be Catholic. Oh shit. I forgot my nigga. Oh yikes.
Hey man.
ain't got nothing to say this segment.
Nah, yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say this time.
Nah, bro, it's just I'm only talking like this because again, this is what I've been seeing on the internet lately. I've been seeing on the internet and I've been realizing, because I ain't even much gonna lie, bro, it's a word that you said recently. You call Ice Spice an industry plant. And I was like, And that's just, when you broke it down, it's like it's way deeper than just, yeah, I'm gonna put you out here. You gonna just be the person that everybody, you gonna be the it girl. We want you to be the it girl. Nah, man, you gonna be what everybody talking about. We're not gonna necessarily say that you gonna be the distraction, but you are gonna be who everybody's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That way we can kill 20 sharks and let them wash up on shore and ain't nobody gonna know. Cause we talk about Ice Spice.
Sound like a Son Campbell.
Hey. And you know we fuck with him, man. But he right, dog. He right, bro. For real. He's right. They gone. Bruh. Farmers gotta register their farms now.
Oh, they never had to do that?
No. Whatever you growing, if you have a personal farm, or whatever you're growing, especially if it's food.
Oh, if you're doing any type of farming.
Agricultural, yeah. Now you gotta put that in. What you doing over there? What you doing with it? Eating it? You selling it? Because if you're selling it, we gonna have a problem with that. We need to be eating our food. It's like freedom of what? Yeah, man. That's the rabbit hole I've been going down the past couple of days. For real, bro. I just think that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't cool because I feel like when it was created, damn, just like social media. When social media was created, it was created for a purpose. For a good, positive purpose. And then people tainted it. This country was made.
Or do you think certain things have back-end agendas? Like, there's an agenda from the time it's created, but the effect's not going to hit until it's on the back end.
Let's say the Constitution, for instance. Let's say the Declaration of Independence. That, I feel like that wasn't the agenda because that was us saying, nah, man, fuck that. We done with this. That had meaning behind it from past, not meaning behind it for the future. You feel me? It was like, nah, we just gonna do this. Everything that y'all doing wrong, this is what we gonna put in here to make sure when we running our shit, it goes the way it's supposed to. Who the fuck was it? King Louis III, who they was really fighting against, the King of England or whatever, whoever the fuck he was. That's why we don't fuck with communism. That's why we don't fuck with dictatorships. That's why we a democracy, because we was under a king before. We ain't like that.
We definitely don't like democracies, yet we still find a way to control everything in a free union.
That's why I said freedom of what?
That's the thing. It's like you have the, and I think that's what they realize. If they just have the idea of freedom, that's enough. But if you know you a slave, you ain't gonna like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I tell you free, but you just got rules in order to stay free. Hey, you free, but here's this manual of things that you cannot ever do. So it's like literally was free. But it is what it is. And Denzel Washington said he was like, especially when it comes to the news, when the news started, the news was to put out the truth. We was just talking about it up there. It was to put out the truth. Now, it's just all about who first.
Yep.
All about who got a story. Because they had asked him about a rumor that went around about him. And I forgot what the rumor was. They said it in the video. I forgot what the rumor was. He was like, you can't watch the news no more. People who don't watch the news are uninformed. People who do watch the news are misinformed. That's what he said. Real Denzel Washington thing to say. So it's crazy. You gotta get real news from a motherfucker who creating on social media. Somebody who creating content on social media. I gotta put more trust in this one nigga than a whole industry that has resources to make sure they get the truth.
But see, and that's the thing though. When it comes to making money, you realize, especially if you've been an entrepreneur at some point, you realize when it comes to making money, sometimes to make the most money, you have to do things that are unethical. You have to do things that aren't necessarily right. They go against the rules or protocol.
Ooh, we on a whole other thing now.
Yeah.
Money.
Seriously, because that's all it's about. It's about money. And another thing, propaganda sells.
Yeah.
Propaganda sells. Like, that's one word that's lost, but it's like propaganda is created every day. Why is you showing us every day when it's a mass shooting? Mass shooting after the Denver wins the championship outside of their thing. The truth comes out that it was a drug deal going wrong. Well, see, a drug deal going wrong shouldn't make the news. In actuality, that shouldn't be news. Of course, granted, they probably didn't know that at first. They just thought it was a mass shooting. But now that you know it's a drug deal going wrong, it's like you just created some propaganda.
Yeah. Another mass shooting.
Yep.
Colorado can't do nothing.
Yep. And that's the first thing I thought about. Like, wow, this happened in Colorado. So it's like, the they in it for money. So whatever sales, whatever endorsements they could get, whatever, and that's another word we're going deeper into it. When it comes to the news, it's more so about agendas.
Oh yeah, the news definitely now, most definitely agendas.
Yeah, it's like certain agendas are paid to be pushed, like point blank period. Certain things are paid to get put out there in front of your face, like things that are problem. Like, think about homelessness. We see homelessness every day, yet it's not talked about on the news.
Ain't nobody talking about poverty.
Nobody talks about poverty. Nobody talks about how in 2023 in certain cities you got to make $100,000 just to like live almost bare minimum. So think about the people that's below that. Think about the people that make $30,000 living in a place where $100,000 you will live comfortably. That don't get talked about. Yet a person that stabbed somebody get talks about. A person that shot somebody get talks about. Like, all the things that make you fear and lean more into the government, those things get talked about. But like the truth about what the government isn't doing, that never gets talked about. And that's crazy.
Never. They want to keep you. They want to keep us dependent on them. They want to keep us dependent on them. I'm going to say something on live, y'all, that I've never really said before. But I told my dog this already. There is, you can look it up, there is a clause in the Constitution where if democracy decided to, as in the citizens, the denizens of the United States, we decided to, we could revolt and overthrow our own government. Oh, yes, we can. But the government's going to make sure we think we need them. Government gonna make sure we think we need them. I don't trust the police because you don't really protect and serve. You protect, but you don't serve. You don't serve us. You protect yourselves. I don't trust doctors because you get paid for me to be sick. So why would you make me feel better? Yeah, man. People be interviewing people from other countries. Hey, you know how much Medicare is in America? Oh, what, like $100, $200? Nah, $500. What? Yeah, yeah. No way. For what, bruh? You know when we call the ambulance, we gotta pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, all that goes into like your hospital bill. All that goes, bro.
I didn't know that.
From the time you cross them doors in the hospital, and if you got carried by the ambulance, bro, all that's charged. You gotta pay to be in jail. Like, they charge you to be in jail.
And that just begs the question. All right, I thought my tax dollars was taking care of that.
And that's the
Where
thing.
that's going?
That's this. Now, if you don't want to rise up against the government and all that, cool, whatever. But I feel like one thing we can do as like a working class of people, we could all elect, nah, don't take no taxes. No taxes. Until y'all can show me where this shit going, don't take no fucking taxes.
Because
I don't know nowhere where I can go, because I've been working like on and off for 11 years.
right.
So it's like, there should be somewhere where I can track the Social Security y'all been taking out. Because the federal income tax, that really don't necessarily matter because that's what we quote unquote get back. It's that that Medicare, that I think is, they take out federal, they take out Medicare, and it's another tax they take out.
I think you said it, Social Security.
Yeah, the Social Security. Yeah.
Yeah.
And mind you, they take the Medicare shit, whether you have insurance or not. I think they just take for, I think that's just automatically on there.
And then it's like, but for what?
No,
Because I still gotta go into the motherfucking hospital and pay.
yeah, even if you have insurance, it's still a copay.
It's still a copay.
And it's like, well, what's the point of paying every month if I have to pay
when I get here,
when I go? And let's say I haven't been to the doctor, like let's say I didn't need to go to the emergency room for a year. What the fuck I got a bill for? I only been getting checkups. It's you know, because the things, they don't get challenged. People just pay it. Like a driver's license. Me personally, a driver's license makes no fucking sense. A license to be able to drive a regular car. Do I need a license to ride a bike? Do I need a license to drive a scooter? Now, having insurance, having a registered tag, yeah, that makes sense. If you want to drive it, it gotta be, it gotta have these things. But permission to drive? No, because nobody needs permission to drive.
you don't. If you fuck up, you know.
Like
How
Florida,
do you find out who it is? You got an ID card.
like Florida. What does Florida realize? People are gonna carry concealed weapons, whether they have a permit or not.
Facts.
How about we just let people carry concealed weapons? Because you could catch a charge carrying a concealed weapon if you ain't got a license. Whether you're a felon or not, you can still catch a charge carrying a concealed weapon. They probably may think, okay, this may also minimize the amount of people that's riding around with rifles. Because think about it. You can't carry a pistol, but you can have a stick in the car, a shotgun. Government.
Going-
We can talk about the government.
Yeah. Talk about the government. It's just and it's like maybe even if they were more like parents, because what we really been talking about is the government and how they hide shit, how they hide shit and how they manipulate. I ain't much gonna lie. Parents hide shit. They lie. They low key manipulate. But they look out. They look out for us. They look out for us like we kids, like we they kids. Government ain't doing that.
And no, not the example you just gave. I think that's a lot of the public's misconception. They look at the government as a parental figure, as not them. They are not. They are an authoritative figure. They are not parental. They are not here they are not here to nurture you. They're here to maintain you. They're not here to nurture you. The system is just here to maintain you.
I'm gonna rebuttal that simply because they're actually not here to maintain us. They're here to be our voice. They are here, the citizens. The citizens. This is how it's supposed to go. This is actually the hierarchy of our country.
Not staying on point with what you were saying.
Yeah. This is. I am.
Okay.
This is how the hierarchy of our thing is supposed to go. Governors and stuff answer to mayors. Mayors answer to the citizens. Secretaries of state answer to governors. The House and stuff.
Where you said governors answer to who?
Governors. This is how it's supposed to go. The governors are supposed to answer to like the mayors and stuff of the
representatives. Governors answer to the representatives.
I'm saying this is how it's supposed to go, not how it goes. That's how it goes now.
Oh, okay.
This is how it's supposed to go.
That's how I go. They listen to the representatives.
That's what I'm saying. They supposed to be our voice. They listen to the representatives. They're supposed to be listening to us. What we tell them, they supposed to tell the representatives. The representative is supposed to tell the higher ups until it gets to the president. The president is the person who's supposed to make the decision behind Congress, of course. That's how it's supposed to go. That's why I say they're supposed to be our voice. The president speaks for the country. The Secretary of State speaks for the states. The governor speaks for pretty much the states too, in a sense, because that's what they do. They the governors of the state, mayors, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. That's why I say they supposed to be our voice. They not okay. You right. They not supposed to nurture us, but they supposed to listen to what we need and get it done.
They maintain. That's why I said maintain, because that applies to that. Them listening to what we want done. That applies to them actually doing shit. That applies to them doing things that we don't even ask for. They just do it.
Okay.
That's why I said the government is there to maintain us.
Okay. Well, then let me ask you this.
Because the voice part,
don't you pretty much maintain your kids though?
Listen. I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like when you saying they our voice, that's part of it. And that's why I just said they maintain us, because that carries all that into this.
Mm-hmm.
When they listen to us, we say this, it gets back to that person, boom, that's that. When they actually provide, like the COVID shit, that was maintaining us. That wasn't our voice. We didn't ask for that, but they knew it was coming. That's them maintaining us. That's like programs where your first time home buy, all right, you get a discount. Maintain it. So, shit like that is like, it covers all of that when you say maintain. Not trying to like convey you to my point, but yeah, like, that's what the government's supposed to do, maintain their people. But they don't. Because if they did, it'd be simple shit. Niggas wouldn't have to argue about minimum wage. We wouldn't have to have a conversation on whether a felon could work a job or not, or whether a felon could vote or not. Like, certain things we shouldn't have to talk about.
Because that's another conversation right there.
Yeah.
What is the point? What is the point of calling prison rehabilitation if when he gets out, ain't nobody treating him like he's rehabilitated?
Because
what's the point of that?
once again, it's something they get paid off of. Longer person stand there, the more money they make. Prisons literally get paid to keep prisoners in there.
So they made it harder for prisoners to get jobs so they could find a way to get back in prison.
That's a pipeline. That's something you could definitely say is a pipeline. Attaching a felony on somebody, knowing that 9 times out of 10 they just gonna turn back to whatever they doing. And some people get felonies and they not even criminals, but they just get a felony for some shit they did.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and that's another wormhole. The justice system. Who does it serve? Because like you see something like Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. That could have if he is found guilty, the amount of time he could have received could have been less because the evidence was so inconclusive.
The fact that they're looking for 13 years is crazy to me.
13 years for shooting somebody in the foot and they was able to walk the next day. And see, that's my thing. Are we punishing crimes on the action or the repercussion? Because if I punch somebody in the face and the only thing that happened to them is their face gets swollen, why do I have to sit in jail for 6 months for a battery charge?
Mm-hmm.
And all that happened was their face got swollen for 3 or 4 hours. Like, how does that equate to a proper repercussion? That's what I'm saying. Like, how y'all sentence people? Like, do y'all look at what? Because I get it with murders, but even with murders,
I feel like they sentence when it comes to that. When it comes to that, they sentence you on shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
that's true.
It's like, listen, I understand you only punched that person, and then they got a swollen eye for a couple of hours or whatever. But what if you would have punched him and then they would have lost their eye? What if you would have punched him and then you hit him in the temple the right way and they would have died?
And that's going against the whole purpose of going to court. It's only what you can prove. So
Absolutely
how
right.
could you sentence me on what could have happened when this is what happened?
The sentences that's going on nowadays actually
They don't make sense.
they don't make sense at all.
Because, like, okay,
They don't make sense at all.
devil's advocate. I am going full devil's advocate mode. Travis Rudolph,
Right.
he beat that case. He should at least got some time because he walked them down. The fact that he got them up out of there and they was fleeing on foot and got in the vehicle and flee,
Mm-hmm.
and you still was hitting. If anybody could have got some time, I would have understood that. Because you went from standing your ground to being the aggressor, in my opinion.
Not even opinion. That's
Yeah. Now,
technically that's fact.
I'll tell you this. One of the reasons he probably beat it because he probably killed him before that. Like, he probably shot the dude before he started chasing. Like, if he
And
would've
they all
stopped-
had guns, right?
He was saying somebody had a gun while they went to the car. Because I guess, like, the car was parked close enough to where he could see it, or I don't know.
Mhm.
But, yeah, I thought he was booked. I thought he shouldn't have been booked, but I thought he was booked because he went and walked him down. But, you know, the law is funny like that. It's like YNW Miller. A lot of people saying, oh, he could be innocent. He could be innocent. It's like, if he's innocent, cool. But if he isn't, I understand. It's kind of hard to prove your friends got shot in the drive-by and they can't prove nobody shot at you. That's just the. And once again, how can you sentence him if you can't prove it was a drive-by, but you can't prove that he did it from inside the car either? It's like, how can you do it?
how can you sentence him, especially to death? So wait, whose decision is the sentencing?
The jury.
No, jury is the verdict. The sentencing is the judge, right?
He's being, if I'm not mistaken, he's facing the death penalty. Like,
Then
this
there
is
has
the
to be a
charge you're
prosecutor.
going into.
Then it has to be the prosecutor. The prosecutors are probably the ones who's requesting the death penalty.
I said jury because the people that have to vote on it is the jury. The
The
jury
vote on-
has to vote on whether he gets the death penalty or not.
No, they don't. The jury votes on whether he's guilty or not. The sentence comes after that.
Listen, I understand you are 100% confident with what you were saying. I literally read how they even altered this specifically for this case on the amount of people that can vote, whether he faces the death penalty or not, type shit.
And they were talking about the jury?
Yeah, they said it's 8-4. Like, pretty much, if 4 people disagree, he still could go. Like it don't have to be like a human. Like, okay,
And this is for whose case?
this is Melly.
Huh. Look, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, nah, like, you know how in most cases, it's like, if one person disagree, it's like, oh, it's a mistrial.
Yes.
Nah, they saying up to 4 motherfuckers can say no. It don't even matter. Death. Type shit. That's how it changed. Like, they not trying to have no mistrial for this. That's why I was saying, I know you're confident in what you're saying, but this is what I read.
Okay.
And I put it together because, yeah, it's 12 people that ultimately sentence you. So if it's 8-4, it's like, damn, so you telling me 4 motherfuckers could say, I think he innocent. And that's still not enough. That's wild. Because it took me a while to wrap my head around, like, why is this significant? Why is this significant? Oh, because if just one person say no, they can't sentence you. It got to be unanimous. So it's like, that's crazy.
I'm going to look at that.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at that and see what's up. Because that's weird that they doing it like that. Because, like, take Tory Lanez thing, for example. Again, the jury found him guilty. The sentence has nothing to do with them.
But remember, at one point Melly was going back and forth to court to see whether he would be charged with whatever would get him the death penalty. Okay. So it's like, when it comes to the death penalty, like, it's like, it's not something totally different, but it's like, all right, in certain states, if you commit murder, it's not murder, it's capital murder.
Right.
And those places is automatically, you can get the death sentence, especially if you kill an officer. Death sentence. Like, you going to court and getting found guilty really don't mean nothing because you getting a death sentence. So you guilty for your crime, yeah, but it comes with the death sentence. In Florida, they got to vote on that. That's not something that just comes with a charge. They got to, like, not vote on it, but they got to go to court for it. Like you said, the prosecutor got to politic or whatever like this. And with Melly, yes, that's what's up in the air. He could get the death penalty.
Oh, thank you for buying the badge. Appreciate you. But yeah, man.
But they trying to incriminate Fredo Bang too.
I saw that. Now that I did see. That I did see.
They just wild. And that'd be crazy if he really texted him after the shit. Is like, but you never know who people relationships is and shit. So it's just, damn, that's crazy. That never came out this whole time. That never came out. That's crazy.
And then that's the thing is like, so what does that mean for Fredo Bang? Like, is he gonna have to take a stand? What's gonna happen?
Because is he still not on like probation or parole or something?
Oh, see, nah, fuck
like
if
that
I
wouldn't
know,
affect
bro.
that.
Fuck if I know. The shit. That's what I'm saying, man. It's still, at the end of the day, everything is still ran by individuals. And putting your trust into one individual, because I understand that's why the justice system is the way it is. But it used to be innocent until proven guilty.
Never. It was never like that.
Supposed to be.
No, it's supposed to be. See, and this is totally different. I think I be responding the way I be responding to like your points because you would say because it's innocent until proven guilty, and I say nah, no it ain't, and you would say it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it be that one word, it be that one because everybody know it's like nah, it's not. Like fuck, it's supposed to be. It's not.
That's why I say it used to be.
Nah.
And then no, but
It
yeah,
never was,
even then, no,
Because
you're right.
slavery.
Because
whenever a black person committed a crime, it was never felt.
You're absolutely right.
It
And
was
until
never felt.
all of that, and now, but now they just screaming. Now it's just, you know what? It's not even that we not gonna hide it no more. It's just they're not complaining hard enough. They're not they just going with it. Why would I stop something that you keep letting me do?
No, okay. How do you feel about the financial market? Not necessarily the stock market or things related to, the technical aspect of it. But I'm talking about the courses that's being sold, all of the summits, all of the gurus, all of the people telling you. Because one thing I'm seeing a lot of is people saying, hold on, we'll be back. Because I don't want to have to restart it. I'm going to just do it now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking about, the state, well, not the state of, but the current financial market and how it's being marketed to the public. Because that's what I feel like it is. The financial market is being marketed. If that makes sense. Like they trying to sell you the idea of getting into the financial market. Because once
with all of the promotions of the apps that you can get into,
and the courses and the mentorships, and like people pretty much selling you stuff that you can learn on your own. It's like, okay, maybe they may teach you a little something you ain't know, but it's like, is that really worth $5,000 to learn something you would have learned a few months from now?
let me tell you something about those those people. If you know, you probably got like 50,000 people who's guaranteed probably gonna buy into a stock that you say to buy into, and it's a penny stock, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can easily, and that's just a minimum. There's people out there. There's this guy named Tim Sykes. I'm pretty sure he has like millions of people who follow him and like do what he says to do and stuff.
Bro, that's cool.
You tell those people who's following you, hey, This one looks like it's gonna be hot. Buy into it. All those people buy into it that's following you. You was already there. You was already there. And then the next day, you send an email. See, guys, I told you it went up blank, 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 blank percent. Duh. You made it do that.
And that's
You made it do that.
that's what I learned with trading on Robinhood. That it's not that easy. Like, you can literally make $20,000 on the stock market right there, and once you go to sell, you will not be able to sell. It's not taking candy from a baby when it comes to stocks. Like, and that's the thing, I've never heard nobody ever talk about that.
Nah.
How you can sometimes get stuck in the trade and you can't sell it. Literally, you can't. It won't go through. Nobody ever talks about that shit, and that's crazy.
Nobody ever talks about the fact that why do I have to pay to be in the stock market in the first place? And I'm not saying like when it comes to, you know, putting in money in the stock market,
Yeah.
of course that's what you're doing. Why do I gotta pay for the app?
And this,
Why I gotta pay for the app to do that?
this my thing. The money that I'm investing in the stock within the company, that money is not for the company. Like the actual company, that's not for the actual company. Like Walmart stock, that's like they stock is what they fucking sell. So they own their stock by default.
Mm-hmm.
You own nothing. You own what they own. And if they decide they don't want to own it no more, you own nothing. And that's the part that people don't fully get to when they teaching them about the stock market. They just teach them about, oh, you could do this, you could do that. This trade, you said, you see the line, you see the trend, you see how I get it, but it's like, bro, at the end of the day, that is a rich man's sport. That's the part they don't tell y'all. That's a rich man's sport. You could hit, you could get right. You could make a living off the stock market. You really could. But
Good.
that's
But
a rich man's sport, bro.
you gotta
Like,
always have money in the pot.
exactly. You gotta have money to play that game. That's not $200 game unless you buying options. But if you ain't playing an option game, don't.
Nah, man. It's the way I'm starting to see it, and I hate that I'm starting to see it like this, but the way I'm starting to see it is, if it's advertised too much in this country, nope, that shit ain't good for you.
Not gonna be able to do it, bro. Anything I see that they telling me I should go look into, like that's why I chilled off cybersecurity. Cause what's the next thing you saw? Cybersecurity layoffs. Like, nah, man, they realize there's a lot of lost people out here, so they just push agendas. Whoever catch, they get lost. Bro, it's billions of people, so it's like I can understand why it's scammers out here. It's billions of people. Somebody gonna always fall for something. It could even not be a scam. It could be somebody trick you out of your fucking car keys or something like that. Like, you could get tricked out here too. Like, it's just
It's a dirty game when it comes to that money.
yeah.
Cause you can get tricked, like literally you.
Yeah.
Cause human trafficking. That's another game that's like, alright.
And
They make more than airlines.
and that's the thing about human trafficking. It gets talked about, but it's like, yo, this is serious. Cause
Oh.
a person don't just go missing.
Oh, listen, man. It's a $34 billion industry. Again, that makes more. It makes more than airlines are making nowadays.
So don't you?
After COVID, that's what I'll say. It makes more than what airlines are making nowadays after COVID.
So this is my question, right? If we understand human trafficking is a problem all over the world, but it is a problem here, why give billions of dollars to a war and we got our own war here? Why not fight human trafficking how we fought drugs? The war on drugs, why not the war on human trafficking? Because there's no money in it.
There's no money in what?
There's no money in catching human traffickers. What human traffickers gonna have? Humans. Oh, your shit died?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, we still got.
yeah, but that's all human traffickers got is humans. They might have had their little whatever's, but bro, drug dealers, like, when you really think about this shit, bro, it's fucked up. They'll let a nigga sell drugs, bust them, take the drugs, keep the drugs in the stash to use that to bust other drug dealers. So using his drugs to catch other drug dealers. His money, use that for other, deals to set up other drug dealers. Some of the money might even go missing. And then this is the craziest part. The cars, the house, the jewelry, all the fancy shit gets auctioned off, gets sold. Y'all take that money back from the drug dealer. Y'all just benefited from all the fucking crime he did and still sentence him to jail. Like I said, where does the repercussions meet the crime? If my crime was this, and this was all the stuff that happened to me and got taken away from me by the time I got sentenced, how the hell does all that still equal up to 20 years in jail?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all took everything from me and benefited off it. And I still gotta do 20, and y'all just benefited off me? I don't understand the sentences.
Whole time. Motherfuckers out there selling people, selling kids, and chilling.
Nobody
We can catch a pedophile before we catch a human trafficker. Catch a pedophile like this. Can't catch a human trafficker from that. I never see no ring of human trafficking get caught in the news. I never see, how many times this year we done seen 300 pounds of cocaine get caught on the highway?
Man.
But ain't nobody finding no people.
30, bro.
Ain't nobody finding no people, bro.
See, because we 2 plus 2. Right? 2 plus 2, right?
2 plus 2, bro.
If this is a $34 billion industry, it's fucking illegal, but it's still able to make $34 billion. And it's illegal. It's traveling through legal entities. People of legal power are pushing buttons, allowing this shit to go on. You don't just be able to do something illegal and make this much money unless somebody on the inside is helping you do this shit.
Oh, yeah.
You don't sell dope forever without knowing the police a little bit.
Oh, man.
It's like we
Speak on it.
No, it is like 2 plus 2, right? You can't make that not make sense because it's still, like you said, it ain't getting busted wide open.
Because when cocaine was the cash cow and then the war ended, that's when the war on drugs started.
Exactly.
Right now, us, people, we the cash cow. Only thing Walmart don't sell that people who selling it illegally got.
Cause this is I'm piggybacking more on my theory.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how the FBI and CIA get paid. don't they pay themselves, right? Or do one of them get paid for the government and not the other?
Nah,
The FBI get paid by the government.
FBI is government.
The CIA does.
Official.
CIA get paid on their own.
CIA is they damn near. I want to say they partners.
They
CIA and the
contractors.
government, they partners type shit. It's like, nah, we got y'all best interests at heart, but trust me, if there's some shit going on over there, and there's some shit going on over here, and y'all the bigger evil, we're gonna fuck y'all shit up.
That's that tangent.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Nah, now that we done spotted it, that's what I'm gonna do for now. Point it out.
It's okay.
Remember that tangent, man. But nah, real shit. The CIA. And this is what I learned about the CIA. There's nothing secretive about the CIA except the things that they find out.
They're just investigators. They're private investigators.
Seriously, like where they go, like, well, I'm not even gonna say they're employees because that's not public, so that is kind of secret. But
Yeah.
for the most part, the things that they do, you can look it up. But what they find, what they found, you probably not gonna be able to see it. It's probably gonna be blacked out or it's confidential, whatever like that. But just going back to the human trafficking shit, it's like it's clear that there is a lot of money being made on both sides of the fence, the good and bad side, and that's why it's not coming to the end, because it's like when y'all wanted to put a stop to crack, it stopped. Now y'all doing this fentanyl sweep. Is like, why y'all can't find people? Like, that's all I'm saying. Why y'all can't find people?
That wouldn't be easier. Everybody got a different face.
Not how the people being transported, how the people being housed. That's where the difficulties could come from.
You're right. But nowadays,
Still no excuse.
everything. And you're right, because it's like everything has a paper trail. If you put them in a fucking trailer and they traveled on one of them big ass boats in a trailer, it's gonna manifest. The only way it's not, somebody took it off. And he can't do it down here if he don't say it up here. That's it ain't all the cameras that's in the world and all the crimes all the petty crimes that they stopping nowadays. I know y'all can find the fucking child.
Yeah.
I know you can find the fucking child. Amber Alert, don't tell me find them.
Yeah.
What the fuck I'm gonna do?
Because that's the thing. It's like, all right, we're not gonna act like people just vanish out of nowhere, right? We're not gonna act like that, all right? So when y'all find these kids, what is the backtracking investigation? Like, okay, we found y'all. How the fuck did y'all get to here? Where did they snatch y'all from? Where did they take y'all from? Because it's like these
that's the answers we need. Because I was literally just thinking, like, motherfucker gets snatched up in the mall. If I can't find that child, somebody needs to get punished, and I say to mom, why the fuck y'all? How this person disappeared? Y'all cameras don't work? Why y'all cameras don't work? So you telling me that angle is not covered? Why don't y'all have every angle in this motherfucker covered? You telling me that person was able to detect every single camera in this place to where they was able to get out with a child? Either y'all help or y'all shit is insufficient. Either way, somebody gotta go down for this. Somebody gotta go down for this. Because I should be able to find, bro. I should be able to, with the technology that we got nowadays, we should be able to find them just like this. Just a picture on the internet. Let AI find it, goddammit.
No, I asked what I asked because it's like
is it really kids getting snatched or is shit getting set up? Are
Shit, man, AI can make a face.
not even that? Are there fake auditions going on that we don't know about? Because you know when people get scammed, they act like they don't want to talk about it. So it's like, is it fake things going on? Is it people offering help or offering trainings for kids and just like what's going on? Because I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna tell the truth
Hey.
on how they allowed their child to just get snatched by somebody. You feel me?
That's crazy.
Bro, because it's like you
Because you absolutely right,
you get
man.
to a point where you have to understand people, and not understand people are secretive when they feel like they have been victimized. So I don't expect a parent to tell me that they were negligent in leaving a child somewhere where they shouldn't have left their child. I could understand that parent lying about it. All they want you to know is their kid is gone. It really don't matter where I said they got snatched from, but it do matter. It do matter how it happened. It do matter where it happened. It do matter when it happened. It do matter. The truth does matter. And I feel like if more the truth came about, a lot of this shit would get solved. Because I
Agreed.
do not believe people are just being snatched off the streets with all these cameras. Now, a back alley, a place where you know there's no cameras or nobody really not there looking, I could understand. Okay, somebody could get snatched there.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays,
Nowadays,
I-
who's walking in that alley type shit? Not even that, but like it's not nowadays. It's like
who's not aware of what's going on to allow that to happen?
boom, boom, boom. There has to be a whole damn. You cracked it. There's a whole nother agenda. Those black sites that host little.
Yes, bro, man, listen, it's like when you scam somebody, bro, you don't just walk up out your bed and go scam the person that you saw when you was walking out of 7-Eleven or whatever. No, you setting it up. You on the internet. You being sneaky about it. You trying to get the person where you want them to be. Nowadays, I feel like that's how a lot of this shit going on. They could be talking to the kids online too. That's definitely been going on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
People talking to the kids, soliciting them kids. I could imagine they could convince a 13-year-old to bring their friend with them too. So it's that human trafficking shit, man. It needs to get looked into more, because if people are being taken and the world is still going around, I don't see the importance of anything else. Like, people are just being taken.
The